What the business is, YouTube? It's the Big Fish Network, home for Miami Dolphin fans worldwide. And I got a song to sing, y'all. We're going to the ship. We are going to the ship. Bitch, we got Tua, we got Waddle, and now we got Tyreek Hill. We're going to the ship, bitch. We got Tyreek Hill on the squad. Chris Greer making some good decisions. What I'm talking about, Chris made a trade to the Kansas City Chiefs to get Tyreek Hill on the squad. We had to give up 5 draft picks. So our number 29 pick in the first round, number 50th pick, and 4th round pick this year, and 4th and 6th round picks in 2023. We still get to keep our 2 first round picks, which I believe we holding on to just in case Tua is not the guy. That's not the strategy I would make. I would actually take them 2 first round picks that we got next year, and I would try to move up or down in the draft this year, move up in the draft this year, maybe trade one of them, give up our 3rd round pick this year and the 1st round pick to move up in the 2nd or 1st round again. And because there's some good players in the 1st and 2nd round, but there are a lot, it's a deep draft. So there's a lot of players we can get in the 3rd, 4th, and later rounds as well. But we're holding those 2 first round picks just in case Tua get hurt or he shows that he's not the guy. But how can he not be the guy when you giving him Tyreek Hill? He had Henry Ruggs at Alabama. Now and he had Waddle at Alabama. Now you're giving him Waddle and Tyreek Hill, who's a little bit better than Henry Ruggs, but Ruggs was gonna become that if it wasn't for his legal issues. You giving him this, then you gave him Cedric Wilson, a 6'2" receiver. That's what he needed, who got yards, who gets yards after catch. That's what he needed. I would add another slot receiver. So I think we should draft another receiver this year. Last episode I said we needed 2. Now I think we just need 1, and it's going to be a slot receiver that I think we should get in the draft. We already have Cedric Wilson who can play the slot, but I like Khalil Shakir out of Boise State, so I want us to draft him. He got 1,000 yards in the slot last year, so I think he'd be a perfect addition to this team. You think about Waddle on one side, Tyreek Hill on the other side, with Cedric Wilson and Khalil Shakir in the slot. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. And we're signing Tyreek Hill to a new extension. It's gonna be a 4-year deal worth $120 million. That includes $72.2 million guaranteed. I have no problem with that. And his new contract surpasses All-Pro receiver Devontae Adams, who last week was traded from the Green Bay Packers to the Las Vegas Raiders for the number 22 and number 53 picks in this year's draft, and then received a 5-year, $141.25 million contract, averaging $28.25 million a season. So Hill's contract is a little bit higher than that. And even though we gave up, like I said, our 2 picks in 2022, we still got our 2023 picks. And I'm glad we made this deal. It was kind of slow. You know, we didn't really know, you know, if we was making the right decisions. A lot of fans didn't know we was making the right decisions because we started off slow. We started seeing a lot of movement around the league with players who a lot of fans wanted us to get. But we closed this deal. Chris Greer was always working behind the scenes to try to get this done. I like that. We didn't see it coming, but it's here. It's here, and this is probably going to be one of the fastest wide receiver units we've had in history. We finally have Mark Duper Clayton again. Finally. It's been a long time. And I would say, you could say Waddle and Hill are probably the best receivers we've had since Irving Fryer and Mark Ingram and Mark Duper Clayton, which I'm going to talk about in a future video. But sky's the limit, man. I still think we need to get this running game solidified. Even though we got Hill, and I feel like we're at least going to the playoffs. We're at least going to the 1st, 2nd round of the playoffs. If we don't, it's something wrong with Tua or something wrong with the offensive play calling. But the players are there. We got the players on this team right now without even adding no draft picks. We could go out, we could roll out onto the field right now and score 30 points. right now. So I love this. I love this deal. This is probably the best deal you've made, Chris. This is the best deal you've made. Pat yourself on the back for it. A lot of fans excited now. And we were battling with the New York Jets because they were also trying to bid to get Tyreek Hill after extension talks between him and the Chiefs stalled. Both teams had trade packages in place for Hill, but he liked that. Drew Rosenhaus is his agent. So, Drew, you're honorary Dade County representative, man. Because you always get players that's from the crib. You always have them in your portfolio. And Drew, you the agent, man. You the agent. Drew Rosenhaus is actually the agent for Chase Edmonds. So we got Chase because of Drew. Duke Riley re-signed. Landon Roberts, he re-signed. Sheldrick Redwine, we got him. All of those are clients of Drew Rosenhaus who made this shit possible. That's what I'm talking about. Tyreek is 28 years old, so that's still in the prime of his career. And look, this 4-year deal, I'm willing to let this 4-year deal just go ahead and just we can do the whole 4 years. I'm willing to keep Tyreek Hill until he turns 32. We're not trying to. Don't try to trade him. Don't. This ain't a 2-year deal that we're trying to just keep him for 2 years and then no. I want Tyreek Hill for the whole 4 years. Maybe on his 3rd year we could look for a replacement in the draft, but Tyreek Hill is going to be a dog. He's a big fish baller, goddammit. He's going to be a big fish baller on this team. No doubt about it. You look at his production, man. He has 26 receiving touchdowns on passes thrown 20+ yards down the field over the past 5 seasons. 4 more than we have in that same span. So he got more downfield 20+ yard receptions than the Dolphins as a team have had for the last, for that time span. Since we drafted Tua in 2020, our wide receivers have averaged 2.64 yards of separation on targets, which is 4th lowest in the league. Tyreek himself has averaged 3.59 yards of separation, ranked 13th most in the NFL last season. Jalen Waddle finished 26th in the NFL with 3.32 yards, but a lot of that is because of the plays that we called and how we utilized Waddle last year. We getting down the field this year. Know that. We getting down the field this year. This finna be, I'm gonna call this the COVID wide receiver unit. Cause we doing this shit Dr. Fauci style. We separating. We're gonna be social distancing all year. Best believe that. We also signed Pro Bowl tackle Terron Armstead to a 5-year contract. And that deal is gonna be a 5-year, $75 million deal, which was reported yesterday. We signed him yesterday. This deal also includes $43.37 million guaranteed, and he got a max of $87.5 million with incentives. So that put his average annual value of $15 billion, which is tied with Taylor Decker of Detroit Lions for 12th in the league, according to Spotrac. The thing about Armstead's decision in free agency is that he won't be the blind side block. He's not going to be on the right. He's not going to be the right tackle. He may be a left tackle, which we really needed a right tackle. So maybe that means we're going to move Liam Eichenberg back to right tackle. I don't know if Terron Armstead is going to play left or right. We'll have to see what Mike McDaniel wants to do. But he was the best available of the free agents, and he was the top tackle in this free agency class this year. He played in just 8 games last year due to injury. He does have injury concerns, and that's my concern. Plus, he's 30 years old. Honestly, I wouldn't have signed Terron Armstead. I know a lot of fans are going to be mad because I said that, but he's 30 years old. And I know for offensive linemen, that's still young. I think we gave up way too much money for him. But he's legit. He is legit. And, he's got a PFF grade of 75.9 while allowing just 1 sack last year, 2 hits, and 12 quarterback pressures and 263 pass blocking snaps. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, but the injury concerns does concern me. I hope this signing doesn't come back to bite us in the ass and become like like how when we had Jermon Bushrod, we got him from the Saints. He also had injury concerns, and he was injured for this team. But that year that we went all the way damn near, to the second round of the playoffs, but lost because Tannehill got hurt. Matt Moore had to play in the playoffs against the Steelers. But I think Tua is going to be able to connect with all these receivers. I think the chemistry is going to be good with Mike McDaniel calling the plays. Frank Smith making sure that the O-line is solidified. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this trade, what y'all think about Terron Armstead coming to the team, what y'all think about the overall roster. One of the things I noticed when I listened to some of the media heads around the league right after this move happened, you could tell like some of the haters, like the Tua haters, Colin Cowherd, and it's kind of like eating them up inside to now they gotta really talk about us. Now they really gotta talk football. They really gotta analyze what Tua can do. Of course, they still gonna say we need to try to get another quarterback. Tua might not be the guy to capitalize off of this, and Tyreek might not have the same career that he had with Mahomes. They gonna say little shit like that, and I can't stand what y'all. You know what? Mike Florio and Chris Sims. I listen to them. It seems like they trying to stir up controversy between Tua and Teddy Bridgewater. It's like they love chaos, and they really believe that chaos is gonna help them, get more views, and it might. But not all of the people viewing these shows is gonna like what they're hearing from these media heads, because that everything they said is a bunch of bullshit and hate, and they're not giving you real analysis on the strategy of what these players can be on this team, how these players can be used on this team, how we can attack teams with these players. You're gonna hear the haters still, but they gotta talk about us. They gotta respect us. They gotta put us in the conversation of teams to look out for. They can't put us on the bottom. We know ESPN gonna still try to put us on the bottom somehow, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We're gonna keep adding players. We're gonna get this running game solidified, because when we get the play action down pat, oh my God, these out and ups. You know what I'm saying? With Waddle and Tyreek, it's gonna be something. You better have a damn good nickel corner and a damn good safety to be able to stop what we finna do. So, y'all, I'm ready. I'm ready for the season, goddammit. I'm ready. We going to the ship, or we going to the playoffs at least. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Till next time, signing off, TBFN.